Today's Steelers Talk video is sponsored by RexMD. Go to rexmd.com/chat to get 90% off generic Viagra and Cialis on their website today. Can't wait to tell you more about RexMD later on in today's show. And welcome into Steelers Talk, Yinzers. My name is Jack Sperry. And on today's show, we're going to be covering the latest slate of Steelers news and rumors surrounding the black and gold, including whether or not Mike Tomlin is about to get another contract extension. George Pickens praising the Steelers culture here the other day. And then also CBS Sports disrespecting Kenny Pickett in their most recent article. But before we get into today's action, we have a new promotion here on Steelers Talk where once we get to 29,000 subscribers here, and if we can get there before week 1, we're going to be doing a Joey Porter Jr. Steelers jersey giveaway during the first watch party here during the regular season. So if you want to help us reach that goal, you can go ahead and click that subscribe button for me right now. We've added 87 subscribers in just the first 2 days. We are making great pace. Still got a little ways to go, though. So if you want extensive Steelers news and rumors coverage every single day and you want to become an expert on the Pittsburgh Steelers here before the start of the 2023 season, click that subscribe button for me right now. All right, so now let's jump into these news and rumors, starting with Mike Tomlin, where now all signs are now pointing to Coach T getting a contract extension, yet another one here, before the start of the 2023 season. And here's the thing with Coach T, man. I think that he's one of the best head coaches in the National Football League. I know he gets a little bit of a bad rap from some areas of the Steelers fandom, but this is what Ray Fittipaldo, the Steelers beat writer, had to say the other day on a Mike Tomlin contract extension. There is everything to suggest Art Rooney is happy with Mike Tomlin, that he likes the direction of the young team. I would imagine it happens at some point before the season. Let me tell you, man, this makes a lot of sense. Mike Tomlin has been somebody that has constantly overachieved throughout his entire tenure of the Pittsburgh Steelers. Under Tomlin, the Steelers have exceeded their projected win totals of 11 of 16 seasons here, and then 7 of the past 9 seasons, he has done that as well. So he's constantly somebody that is getting the most out of his players. He's one of the best at connecting with his players, getting them to buy in to his culture and to his system, and he's one of the best defensive minds in the National Football League as well. He needs to get better there in the postseason and improve that postseason record here over the next couple of years, but I have all the confidence in the world that he's going to be able to do that. So now get in the comment section and let me know, does Mike Tomlin deserve another contract extension? Give me a hell yes or give me a hell no here in the comment section. This is going to be the pinned comment on today's show. So YouTube's going to throw you an ad break here in just a couple of seconds. Do me a favor and put a hell yes or hell no down there in the comment section when you get a sec. All right, now let's talk a little bit about George Pickens, the second-year wide receiver for the Pittsburgh Steelers. And the other day, he was kind of talking to some reporters, and he detailed how much he is enjoying the Steelers' culture this year and how it compares to last year's team and how it's improved since 2022, which is really, really exciting for all the Steelers fans out there in Steelers Nation. This is what Pickens had to say. It's super early, but just the vibe of the people. I said that before we even started practicing. Just the vibe of the people. It's super, super cool, super, super ready to go, and super, super energized. He really likes those super supers. Guys, last year we had energy, but this year is a lot of on-field energy and communication too. I am just enjoying the energy. I like to watch guys go crazy. I like to watch guys make plays, so it's real fun for me. So coming up here, I'm going to be telling you why these comments by George Pickens is great news for the Pittsburgh Steelers here in 2023. But first, let's have a word from our sponsor at RexMD. Fellas, do you sometimes lack confidence in the bedroom? Do you wish you could have a more fulfilling sex life? Well, you're not alone. That's why we're excited to tell you about RexMD, the online source for men's wellness. RexMD offers an easy and discreet way to get the medication you need for ED without having to visit a doctor's office. With just a few clicks, you can have your medication delivered straight to your door and at a fraction of the cost of traditional pharmacies. RexMD's team of licensed physicians will work with you to find the right treatment plan, and their medication is made in the United States, so you can trust its quality. Plus, their customer support team is available 24/7 to answer any questions or concerns you may have. So if you're ready to take control of your sex life and say goodbye to ED, head on over to rexmd.com/chat and start your consultation today. Take advantage of their best deal ever that they've ever offered and save up to 90% off and only pay $2 per dosage with our exclusive link. Go to rexmd.com/chat for this limited time deal. Starter packs of generic Viagra or Cialis are now available for our listeners to get started. That's rexmd.com/chat for up to 90% off. So the reason why these comments by George Pickens has me super excited for the Steelers' 2023 campaign is because they point to a tight-knit unit here in 2023. And usually when a unit is really tight-knit, they love beating each other, they have fun practicing with each other, they become an extremely productive unit. And, if there were communication issues, if there was different stuff going on, we wouldn't be hearing the kinds of things that we're hearing out of that Steelers locker room right now. And plain simply, just the kind of rule of thumb is that teams usually have fun when they're playing well. So good teams have fun. That is the rule of thumb in the National Football League. And just based on these comments from George Pickens, everybody is having a ton of fun at Steelers practice, which tells me that players are playing extremely well on both sides of the football. And I really do think that the level of competition this year on both sides of the football will be increased. And I'm super excited to see how that translates during the 2023 schedule. There's definitely reason for high energy and expectations here for the Pittsburgh Steelers heading into 2023. So if you enjoy the content here on Steelers Talk and you want to help us grow a little bit, go ahead and like today's video. It is a free and easy way to help out the channel. If you think George Pickens is a dog, go ahead and smash that thumbs up icon right now and like today's video. All right, so now CBS Sports has come out with a list of 7 unproven quarterbacks in the National Football League, and they kind of rank them based on how good they're going to play this year. And they rank Kenny Pickett 5th of 7 on that list. That's kind of ridiculous to me. And you take a look at this a list that they made here from CBS Sports. They put Brock Purdy, number 1, quarterback from San Francisco. Then they have Justin Fields at number 2, Bears quarterback. Jordan Love, who Kenny Pickett has started more games than Jordan Love throughout his NFL career. He gets the number 3 spot. Mac Jones had kind of a down year last year with Matt Patricia calling the offense there in New England. Then you got Pickett slotted in at 5th last year. And then the 2 guys under Pickett on their list are Desmond Ridder and Sam Howell from the Commanders. So the question is this disrespectful to Kenny Pickett to place him number 5 on this list? To me, I think it's at least a little bit disrespectful personally, because I think Kenny Pickett is somebody that people should be optimistic about heading into 2023. Showed some really good things at the end of last season, but this is what the author from CBS Sports, Tyler Sullivan, had to say about the Steelers' sophomore QB. Kenny Pickett was the only quarterback taken in the first round of the 2022 NFL Draft, and the Pitt product had himself a solid first season in the league. He officially became the team starter in Week 5 and had Pittsburgh above 500, 7-6, in his 13 starts the rest of the way. Pickett's accuracy was a bit questionable throughout the year, and he didn't have a single multi-passing touchdown game last year, so there are certainly still some areas for him to grow. And listen, Kenny Pickett definitely has some areas where he needs to grow. There's no doubt about that. But I think they showed some really good things there at the end of 2022 that I think that are going to be leading to some great optimism among Steelers fans here heading into 2023. This is what Tyler Sullivan had to say about Kenny Pickett, especially when it comes to Matt Canada's offense. Of course, there's also the Matt Canada variable to Pickett's development. It's been a tumultuous 2 seasons for the offensive coordinator in Pittsburgh after taking over for Randy Fitchner in 2020. But the team did decide to retain him, meaning Canada, for 2023. Continues to say, last year, Canada's offense finished 26th in scoring, 24th in passing, 16th in rushing, and 23rd in red zone efficiency. And those numbers may not even tell the entire story of how lackluster the offense as a whole looked throughout the year. Continues to say there was some improvement in the second half of the year where the offense scored at least 20 points in 5 of their final 9 games following the Week 9 bye. If Canada's offense takes a step back, that could be bad news for Pickett. And that's absolutely 100% correct here by CBS Sports. Nothing that they said in their article is technically wrong, right? Kenny Pickett definitely has some stuff that he needs to work through here in his second season if he wants to become that top 10 level star quarterback that many Steelers fans expect him to be. And then also the Matt Canada variable is absolutely something to consider. You take a look at the offense from last year, the numbers just were not good enough, plain and simply, period. 26th in points, 27th in yards per play, which is a big Vegas stat. Drive success rate, a big analytics figure there. A 19th, not very good. And then third down was 7th. That's a little bit better, but then in the red zone, just 23rd in the league. If the Steelers want to be a competitor in this very competitive AFC conference heading into 2023 with all of these really high-powered offenses like the Buffalo Bills and, the New York Jets now and the Cincinnati Bengals and all these teams that have really good quarterback play, you're going to have to be able to match that in postseason play if you're going to make a run at a Super Bowl this year. And plain simply, Kenny Pickett last year was just okay. All right, I'm not going to say he was fantastic, but he certainly wasn't terrible either, especially down the stretch with a 63% completion percentage, just over 2,400 yards, 7 touchdowns to 9 interceptions. But it is worth noting it was 6-1 there, TD the interceptions in his last 7 games, so it got a lot better as the season went on. And his QB rating was 51.4, which is about league average throughout the entirety of the season. Now, it's not really the Kenny Pickett stuff that gets me riled up about this list. I think what really gets me riled up is that CBS Sports has Brock Purdy at the number 1 spot on this list when you could make a solid argument that Kenny Pickett was the better quarterback last year. And now you might be thinking, Jack, you're crazy. The 49ers offense scored 30 points a game with Brock Purdy as their quarterback. But when you dig a little bit deeper and you kind of adjust for offensive scheme and stuff like that, Kenny Pickett showed that he's probably the more talented quarterback of the two guys. So you take a look at the numbers last year, big time throw percentage, a big stat that Pro Football Focus generates. Kenny Pickett had more big time throws last year from a percentage standpoint, 4.3 to 2.0. Then turnover worthy plays, another PFF stat, was about the same. So the turnover worthy plays is about the same. They take care of the football at the same rate. And then what's really interesting is that Brock Purdy in Kyle Shanahan's offense had an expected completion percentage of 69.0%, where Pickett only had 63.5. And that really does affect the adjusted completion percentage rate there, where you see Purdy's is a little bit higher there at 77.4. However, if you look at the differential based on what they were able to complete versus what they were supposed to complete, Pickett actually had the more impressive figure in the adjusted completion percentage department because of that differential. Now, they're pretty darn close, but I think that Kenny Pickett showed last year that he's better at making those big-time throws outside of the pocket, those really difficult throws, and it really does show that Kyle Shanahan is an absolute wizard in scheming things open for his quarterbacks here in San Francisco. So let me know who you think is the better quarterback down there in the comment section. Is it Brock Purdy? Give me a BP down there in the comment section. Or is it Kenny Pickett? Give me a KP down there and let me know who you think is the better quarterback. All right, so that's going to be it for today's show. Yinzers, really do appreciate all the support. If you want some Steelers-specific content on Twitter, you can check out my specific Steelers page there on the platform at Sperry_Yins. If you do so, I will give you a follow back. Really do appreciate all the support, guys. I will see you guys later. And as always, here we go, Steelers.